you want to share your Android's phone screen to your computer, just like this. That's what I'm about to show you. I'm using a tool called SCR-CPY, which stands for Screen Copy. That's a free tool. Let's download it on the web browser. Type SCR-CPY, then click on the GitHub link. We are going to scroll down to the README section. So there's some information about how to download the tool and how to use it also. So depending on the operating system you are using, choose the one that you need. For me, it's Windows. Clicked on download. But before that, you have to check the prerequisites to see if you can use this tool or not. So you have to check that you have at least Android 5. On your phone, click on the settings, scroll down, click on About Phone, scroll down, and here you see the Android version. For audio forwarding, you need at least this version of Android. Then you have to make sure that you enable USB debugging. So go back to your phone, then on About Phone, still on the same section, you have to click 7 times on build number. I don't need to do this because I'm already a developer. So once you've done this, plug the USB cable between your phone and your computer, and then you're going to see a message pop up which says allow USB debugging. So click on allow. Once I've done this, go back to settings and search for developer. Click on developer options, scroll down to the debugging section, and make sure USB debugging is enabled. So once you've downloaded your zip folder, you have to extract it. So I already have the folder here. So click on the folder. And over here, you have to open the terminal using this script. Click on Run. What this does is it opens the terminal using the path where SCR-CPY is located. So when you type SCR-CPY, the tool launches, because if that's not the case, it's not going to know where the tool is located. So I'm going to show you. If I open the terminal outside the location of this tool, and I type SCR-CPY, it says that it's not recognized. So I open the terminal using the script again. I'm over here. And now to share the phone screen, it's as simple as running this command. So you see that it detected the connection via USB cable, and there you go. And as you can see, there is no latency. Now I'm going to show you how we can use some options to customize how we want to use this tool. The first option we are going to see is window borderless, and this is going to, just like the name of the argument suggests, is going to remove the borders that you saw earlier at the top. So to cancel it, I'm going to type Control-C. The next option we're going to use is screen off timeout, and we are going to use the value in seconds. The screen is going to close in 10 seconds in this case. So type Enter. And you see that the screen just closed. The next one we're going to use is print FPS, and that's going to show you the frame per second. So as I scroll the screen of my phone, you see the frames per second that are used. Next one is power off on close. When this option is used, the screen is closed when I exit this window. Moving on to the next, list apps. Just like the name suggests, list all the apps that are installed on your phone. So when you type it, you're going to have it. You also have the option always on top. This allows you to have the shared screen window always on top. Now you see when I click on the terminal, it stays below it. When I try to open back the browser, it stays below this window. Next one is no audio. which doesn't transmit the audio of the phone to the computer. When you launch media, you're not going to hear the sound from the speakers of your computer. You also have the ability to save the file of the screen recording session that you had using the option records and specifying the name of the file. You can also change the extension, and this, I'm going to show you how it looks. Now when I exit, I will find the file in the same location of the folder where the tool is located. So as you can see, there it is. Now if you want to disable mouse hovering, you have to use this option, no mouse hover. So I'm going to show you the option disabled. As the options gets hovered, the background color doesn't change, whereas with mouse hovering being enabled, you see that the color changes. Now I'm going to show you an option that displays where I'm clicking on the screen. We are using the option -T. And you see the dots that displays where I'm clicking. Now the second method to show the screen of your phone is through Wi-Fi. In order to do this, your phone and your computer have to be on the same Wi-Fi network. Type the following command, strcpy space -tcp/IP. My mistake, it was double dash. Oh, so it says that it failed to connect. The reason it failed is because I didn't accept the message displayed on my phone. So click on Allow USB debugging. And I'm going to type this command again. And you see that the connection failed because we have two methods that we can use in order to share the screen of the phone. The one that we use is through USB, and you can also use it via Wi-Fi, which is the second option. And here you see how you can select it. So you use the option select USB or -D as a shortcut, or if we want to share our phone screen through Wi-Fi, we are using select -TCP/IP or -E as a shortcut. So let's try this. I'm going to type strcpy space/G/E. Type enter. And now we are sharing our screen through Wi-Fi. But as you can see, the problem is it's not responding quick. It's way slower than using it through USB. So from now, you can unplug your USB cable and you'll be able to share the screen. So in order to make it more fluid, we're going to use some other options that are going to decrease the bit rate, so the amount of information that's being sent, and also the resolution, which can help. So I'm going to use this command as an example. So this is the bit rate amount. So we are using 2 million bits per second, and this value corresponds to the resolution. So it's lowered. I set both of the values lower than they are by default. So now if I type enter, now as I'm scrolling, I see that it's a little bit better, but nowhere near using the USB cable. And that's it. Now when I type strcpy, it doesn't connect because we have to specify which method we're trying to use. So now that I plug back my USB cable, I'm going to select USB by typing the -D option, enter. One cool feature that we can use is the drag and drop from your computer to the window. So I have this logo that I'm going to drag and drop on this window, and we see a message displayed that say that it's successfully transferred this file. And we are going to find this file by clicking on Files. I'm going to scroll down at the bottom, click on Internal Storage, and then I'm going to choose the download folder, where we see that the file is here.